I'm Grim Reaper.
I'm Tito.
And this is Movie Talk episode number 4. 4? 4.
I don't know. I don't know how to call
I don't remember what episode we're on.
I don't know how to math.
So, we saw the trailer for Terminator Genisys.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about Sega Genesis. We're talking about the
Why
reboot.
not?
Because that's a whole different kind of Genesis. So, this time we're talking about Terminator Genisys. The reboot, revamp, whatever you want to call it, into the Terminator series. Now, after seeing the trailer, I'm sitting there like, yeah, what? So it's a reboot, but it's a reboot with a twist. And M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Oh, no.
Twist. What's cool, you know, they you go back into time now. You see Kyle Reese go back into 1984.
Yeah.
And then you see a cop, but it's not a cop. What is he?
He is a T8000?
T1000.
T1000. I don't know. But it's, he's got them little razor arm thing, T1000.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, I know a lot of people would be mad as an Asian guy. Now, I'm like, okay, they got an Asian guy. I go, they better not have picked him, the guy who is Storm Shadow, and also in Red 2, to pick him to be the T1000 and have him do martial arts. I'm like, that is racist right there. That is racist, people.
Well, I mean, if he can, the thing is, if he can pull it off, whatever.
No, the fact that, a robot doing martial arts is kind of just, that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And then having an Asian guy play a Terminator just to do martial arts is another ridiculous. That's just racist. I was like, come on.
I didn't see any martial arts in the.
I know, but I'm just saying,
so
if they have him do, I'm like, for real, bro, it's just robot action, not porn.
But what we see is actually Sarah Connor.
Yes.
Like in a second, like that's a girl who plays
Emilia Clarke. That's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Khaleesi.
She does.
She looks a lot like I forgot her name, but who played Sarah Connor in the first movies.
Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton. There you go. That's why we have him. I like that. I like if you're not going to have the person to play
a certain actor.
Yeah.
Play that character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get somebody close to it, damn it.
Yeah, someone that looks like him, and I'm digging that.
Yeah. And of course, she's definitely beautiful, and we know she can act. We've seen her transition in Game of Thrones from weak little girl being manipulated by her brother and going through all this stuff, becoming a strong woman. So that's not a problem. I don't have a problem with her being able to play the strong-willed Sarah Connor. So I'm like, I know she could do it, so I don't have a problem with it. Then you have, I think my favorite moment in the trailer. I don't know. I saw it the first time. This thing just popped in my head. You see John Connor looking up at his dad when he's getting teleported. He goes, and the look on his face is like, I just see my dad naked.
Yeah.
That's what I got to work. That's where I get it from. So I'm like, yeah. I don't know why I thought that, but I mean, the look on his face, the expression on his face, just had me dying. Cause I'm like, yeah, that's just kind of ridiculous. But I mean, okay, the look that you have on John Connor is the scars that are on his face. Now they're saying they're wiping out all the other Terminator movies, but if you look at the scars on his face, it's reminiscent of Terminator Salvation. The way that it looks like a Y kind of looking scar.
Yeah, I mean,
is on the same eye.
Well, they might be wiping things out. So we see, and spoilers, guys, for X-Men: Days of Future Past in 5, 4, 3, 2. So we see Wolverine basically change the course of what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with maybe they're starting out with what already what happened.
No, but they're saying that the other movies never happened. There's just like a whole actual reboot. So there's like no link whatsoever to the other Terminator movies.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, why are you gonna keep scars that are reminiscent to the other ones? I go, give him new scars, give him new kind of change the way he looks completely. I go, if you're gonna revamp everything, give him new battle scars, different characteristic markers of battle scars. That doesn't have to stay there. I go, I know that was in Terminator 2, Terminator 1, I believe. Terminator 3 and Terminator 4 all have pretty much the exact same kind of scarring over that eye. I go, yes, that's an iconic thing. I go, but you could change up the way it was done. You could, maybe part of his ear, a chunk of his ear might be missing or something like that.
Yeah.
Little things like that could be done. I mean, it's not that much work to do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I'm okay with it.
I don't know, maybe I'm just nitpicking because if you're gonna say this is a reboot, you can't say reboot and then keep some of the stuff from the other Terminators that worked well with it and go, yeah, no, bro, you just if you're gonna reboot it, do a reboot. Because when you reboot a computer, does it keep some of the stuff that you had on there? No, it doesn't. It just what happened to it? It's all gone. I rebooted it. Oh my. So I mean, that's what a reboot is. It just takes everything and says gone. So
gone like the '90s CG TV show.
Yeah.
But this trailer, in my opinion, looks awesome for all the wrong reasons. So they're working in, which again I'm okay with a lot of this, but they're working in an older Arnold Schwarzenegger to be the Guardian Terminator.
Now, I have a problem with it because I'm like, okay, is this Arnold just trying to hold on to regain his throne as a action box office guy? Because their reason is, the Terminator, it's human flesh above it. It ages. That's why he looks old. I'm like, bro, is that your excuse so you can be the Terminator again? It's a robot underneath. It doesn't get old. It's just the skin. It ages like naturally.
See,
like
the thing is,
I go, he's probably thinking, Lupo, bitches.
Again, like
I'm not gonna be mad at him. I'm not mad at him about that. But I'm like, really? I'm like, come on, Arnold, you're better.
Well, the thing is, I mean, he'll say okay to the movie. I'll do the movie, but like people like
he was instrumental in getting this reboot. He was the one that spearheaded the reboot.
Right, but like he's getting worked in. People when they go to see Terminator,
we do expect to see Arnold.
Yeah,
yes.
So I'm okay with it. If they're gonna shoehorn him in to this, there has got to be a good excuse. That sounds like a good excuse to me. I'm okay with it. Now, you also see original Arnold Schwarzenegger, so that means that it's
a la CGI.
Yeah, I mean,
which is kind of like they did in Terminator 4. Salvation.
Yeah, but they had him like running on a treadmill, and it's like, oh, these Terminators are based off of me, kind of thing.
No. That was the when he was fighting John Connor, when he was fighting Christian Bale. That was actually a bodybuilder with an Arnold CGI mask for certain scenes. Then for scenes of him up close, it was a CGI Arnold. So I'm like. It was like they had to get an Arnold body guy that looked like Arnold did back in the day for certain fight scenes with the Arnold kind of like mask over his head, so it kind of looked like Arnold from certain angles without Arnold being there, and then full on CGI Arnold to be like, "I'm gonna get you."
But again, I'm okay. It's cool or whatever. It's an action movie.
But I did blow his mind earlier though about the whole. Okay, now with this being a time movie, there's a lot of time paradoxes with the movie, and I mean we could tear this movie apart for the time paradoxes, but when we were talking about how Terminator was back in time and he was holding the young Sarah Connor, what did I tell you that place was?
Oh, you told me that was her mom's cabin.
Yes, and if you any guys out there who saw Terminator 1. Know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's the cabin where her mom was terminated by Arnold when she was trying to keep herself secret and she talked to her mom. But it wasn't her mom, it was the actual Terminator. Oh. But this time we actually see they're in the woods, he's holding on to young little Sarah Connor. And the whole place is just, you see like lawn chairs and pieces of debris on the floor. Now, I'm saying that's the cabin.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm damn skippy.
It makes sense. It makes sense that it is.
Yeah, and it would have to start off there with her because camping, hanging out in the summer or whatever.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, you'd see Arnold Schwarzenegger. You'd probably see the young Arnold.
Yeah, but we only see him from the back in the trailer.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of visual we'll get of him? Is it going to be CGI him, or is it going to be him with digitally de-aged? So, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, but that scene alone, explains a lot about her showing up and being a total ultimate badass. It looks like they took elements of Terminator 1 and 2 and just said, this is what worked, and this is what made it awesome. But I mean, when we were watching IGN, they're talking about the whole the Liquid Terminator and how he was able to go, flipping out there. I go, it's techno-organic metal, basically, for people that are out there. If you're gonna talk about it, it's techno-organic. I don't mean to be a dick about it, but that's
techno-organic.
Techno-organic, yeah. It's living metal kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, but I mean, they had a lot of cool fight scenes with him, like jumping off the fire truck. The fire truck. It's not a fire truck. Come on, it's a police car.
Yeah.
But that scene, I mean, I like that scene. That scene was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of Terminator 2 when he was on the floor and he morphed into the fat guy. Remember when the fat guy went to go get the coffee and he just...
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, now he's doing it on a moving car! This guy's awesome!
Well, let's talk. The thing is, I wanted to keep on going with the with Sarah Connor.
Okay, her being a badass, or
no, because so you're seeing they're gonna pick up
in the 80s.
In the 80s, they're
flashing back to her youth.
Yeah, but no. Well, her youth.
How the Terminator and her got together.
Because what I thought while watching it, I thought that what's the dude's name?
John Connor?
No, the son or the
the father.
The father.
Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese goes back. I see. What I'm thinking is she goes in a truck and she kind of it's like get in, and then she has
come with me if you want to leave.
Yeah, she has prior knowledge of what's gonna go on.
Yeah, what happened?
And you see that there's two guns behind the truck
yes.
fighting against the T-1000, and
one's her.
One's her.
For sure.
Yeah, the other one would be Kyle Reese.
Who's driving it? It's a ghost van.
Well, I mean,
or is it?
It's very likely.
It's not the Terminatrix. She's not controlling it. No.
Oh. No, it's very likely gonna be Arnold.
Get in the truck. I'll drive.
Yeah. And what I like about it is like there's so much like you see that there's a time machine there. There's so much with the whole paradox thing going on. Like you can. I'm okay. Again, I said I'm okay like 15 times this, but I'm okay. With them rewriting everything because you can do whatever you want when there's time machines involved.
Possibilities are endless, folks.
They are, yeah. So, yeah, they are. Like you can do whatever you want. You
can, but if you think about it though. If you don't watch
you can have Abraham Lincoln there with
if you watch the trailer, if you watch the trailer closely, they show the T-800 skeletal structure. It made me mad. Okay, I'm not mad at the design. I'm mad at what they did. They went full CGI. God damn it! You could have used an upper torso body, all made out suit, and have like Doug Jones. Okay, now many people don't know who Doug Jones is. He played. Abraham in he played Abraham in Hellboy. He was also the body for what is it? The Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four. Now he could easily either that or have somebody skinny enough to just basically wear a green suit and be connected to the skeleton of the T-800 and just move around and just do the movements. I mean, it looked amazing in the original Terminator and Terminator 2. I mean, as awesome as it looked,
it was also like
realistic.
80s and early 90s.
Yeah, and I mean, it still holds it to this day, having the Terminator walking and stopping, and it's slowly turning.
Yeah, stop motion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, actually, it wasn't. It was actually actual robotic remote controlled animatronic from the waist up. They're on a dolly kind of system. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, I'm getting to behind the scenes. So that's basically being pushed around and then carried around. The guy just holding it like this, and there's a guy moving the arms and the head, and the body turns, and all of a sudden you see the head just turn and just look. I'm like, come on, that looked amazing. Now with the CGI, like, oh. Okay,
I mean, I'm
just nitpicking at things like that, but that kind of stuff, that's what made me love the movies.
I'm still okay with it, but yeah, like you see them shooting. I lost my point. Where was I going with it?
You could do anything. You could revamp everything.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. So what I'm thinking now is since they did the whole story with the skin being organic, so it ages. At the end, Arnold looked very like fake. It's weird because
Arnold's old.
Arnold real life is old,
but he looked fake old.
Yeah, he like in the future he looked
you know what
like fake old Arnold.
I think what it was because of the gray hair and how long it was. It just didn't look right on him.
Yeah, but
because it was so much gray. It was so much gray. Like we've seen Arnold with gray hair. We haven't seen Arnold with gray hair really. It's kind of like no.
Well, no, I mean he's.
And plus, yeah, they probably did age him a bit. I was like, they probably did get the best aging makeup people around, like for Benjamin Buttons.
He just has to not wear makeup and he'll look old.
Yeah, but then again, they don't want that leathery looking face.
Yeah, you don't want it to flap while he's driving.
Yeah, but he looked pretty badass when he said, "I'll be blocked" one more time, and he just right through that helicopter.
Oh yeah, so he'll probably be skinless after that.
Yeah, we'll probably get a pretty badass looking, shredded skin and his T-800 skeleton underneath. That's my favorite part of the makeup, where you see half of his face and all messed up, and you see the metal underneath it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll have to see what they do with it like now, because a CG is they're gonna go full CG with this.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. They did that in Terminator Salvation.
Yeah, we need what we need is more animatronics.
Yeah,
I like animatronics because it looks more real, but it looks more like
awesome.
It's plausible for this to.
For me, it just looks awesome. That's the only reason I want practical is it will look awesome.
Well, I'm scared.
Especially when you blow it up. That was awesome.
I'd be scared for what they do if they redid Neverending Story.
Falcor.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like,
all CGI.
It's gonna look like Smaug.
Smaug was pretty good though.
Yeah, but I'm able. He looked awesome, but I'm able to kind of distance myself because I know that's full CG.
And plus, there's no such thing as real dragons. Oh,
Komodo dragon is a real thing.
I'm talking about flying, fire-breathing dragons.
No such thing. There's a real dragon.
Yeah, we only have to. That's the only thing we get is the Komodo dragons, which are fucking badass. I love them though. They're pretty cool. As dangerous as they are, I love them.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to put?
No, but all I gotta say is I'm still kind of iffy about the Terminator. I'm still gonna check it out though. I'm just not 100% sure to opening night. Damn you! Yeah. But definitely gonna check that out. But
I'm looking forward to the movie. Yeah. I feel like the movie is. It's gonna just be entertaining. I don't care about the story that much, but obviously
I do.
Obviously, if there's gonna be a story,
and that's what separates us. Because you know what, for people like us and people like you, us go for the stories, and most people will go because just for the eye candy. I don't mind going for eye candy. Expendables for me was just eye candy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to see explosions and Arnold. Arnold is still an action hero to me.
Yeah.
So,
even as old as he is,
yeah.
I see Arnold in a wheelchair like this.
Yeah.
Move it. Rolling along.
Let's go back to Expendables.
Right.
Friggin', what's his face? Sylvester Stallone. He's older now. He's done Expendables. I think he was pretty awesome in Rambo.
Yeah. We're talking about the fourth one, guys.
Yeah, and I just feel
Rocky
like
Balboa.
If there's a story good enough to put him in a situation again,
it's believable too.
Yeah. Then
Expendables is exempt from the believable part because it's going back to the nostalgic 80s and 90s action movies where just blow shit up and anything's possible.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what? Hit that like button. Leave a comment below what you think. Your thoughts on the movie. What you noticed that we did not mention. What you can't wait to see about this movie. What if you even think you're even probably watching it at all. Subscribe. I'm Grim Reaper.
I'm Tito.
And we'll be seeing you around for more movie talks. And we'll be launching our new channel with a bunch of others starting in January. Bay Area Networks.
Bay Area Network. We're going to be having...
Ban.
Ban, yeah. But don't ban it. Subscribe to it.
Subscribe to that.